our history session, relaxing one. Well, what I have here is the map of Europe in 1815, right after the Congress of Vienna, which reorganized the continent following the Napoleonic Wars. And I will go through the major countries and states shown on the map with historical details, stats and facts relevant to the time, right, of course. And let's start. I'm gonna start from Western Europe with United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. Well, formed in 1801 as the Union with Ireland. Back then in 1815, Great Britain was leading naval power of Europe. So naval power. We are at the heart of the Industrial Revolution. The population approximately to 20 million people. Industrial Revolution well underway, making it the economic powerhouse of Europe. United Kingdom had colonies spanned across the Americas, Africa and Asia, being the greatest empire or the largest empire back then. Next, Kingdom of France. Well, the Kingdom of France in 1815 was restored to Bourbon monarchy. Louis XVIII, after Napoleon's defeat, was the ruler. Alright, population around 30 million people. France lost its Napoleonic conquests and borders and returned largely to the 1792 lines. Well, despite that, the military prestige remained high, but the power was diminished, and the military reduced. Kingdom of Spain. Well, practically, the Kingdom of Spain was ruined economically after the Peninsular War from 1808 to 1814. Populations around 12 million people. The Spanish-American colonies were in revolt because there were a lot of wars of independence that just began in that period of time. Politically, the Kingdom of Spain was unstable. King Ferdinand XVII restored as an absolute monarch. Next, Kingdom of Portugal nearby. Kingdom of Portugal was an ally of Britain Population around 3 million people. Royal court had fled to Brazil during the Napoleonic Wars, and Rio de Janeiro acted as capital for Portugal from 1808 to 1821, a very important fact. So it was for the first time and the last time when Portugal had its main capital moved to another place from Lisbona to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Let's go to the Central Europe, the German Confederation and their neighbors. German Confederation and their neighbors. The German Confederation, loose union of 39 states, created in 1815 by replacing the Holy Roman Empire. Holy Roman Empire, which by the way was dissolved in 1806. The German Confederation included Austria, parts of Austria and Empire of Austria, Prussia, Bavaria, Saxony, Württemberg and Hanover, and dozens of small states who later will become lands of Germany. The purpose, collective defense and balance of power, but weak central authority. Well, by the way, by the fact, Prussia back then had the strongest army in the entire Confederation. Good. The Kingdom of Prussia, let's talk about Kingdom of Prussia. Was a major power of the German Confederation and acquired territories in Westphalia, Saxony and Rhineland. Population around 10 million people. Prussia was known with strong military tradition and was a key player for later German unification. Prussia. Empire of Austria and Hungary. Empire of Austria and Hungary. Well, yeah, with orange, with yellow, orange. Multi-ethnic empire ruled by Habsburg family. And Empire of Austria included Hungary, Bohemia, parts of Italy, Croatia, and in the parts of Balkans, Transylvania, Banat, and even parts of modern-day Ukraine. The population, around 28 million people, lived inside the empire in 1815. Politically conservative power, and was the leader of the German Confederation. The small kingdom of Bavaria, Saxony, Hanover, Baden-Baden and Baden-Württemberg. They were medium-sized German states with varying influences, but with the same values. Many were former Napoleonic client states, now resorbed into the new balance of power. Switzerland. Let's talk about Switzerland. Switzerland had been restored as a neutral confederation with 22 cantons. Neutrality formally was recognized in 1815 as a neutrality state. Switzerland. Kingdom of Netherlands. Well, here this is a a result of the Vienna Conference. Newly created states, the Kingdom of Netherlands, including modern-day Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. It was created as a buffer state against France. Northern Europe. Let's go to Northern Europe, and we're gonna talk about Kingdom of Denmark. Kingdom of Denmark. Well, Kingdom of Denmark was very weakened after Napoleonic Wars, and Kingdom of Denmark lost Norway. Yeah, just a tiny piece. We can see on the map, but they lost Norway and Sweden. The population of Denmark reached about 1 million people in 1815. But, by the way, Kingdom of Denmark had remote colonies like Iceland, Greenland, and Faroe Islands. Good. The Kingdom of Sweden, just a small part here. The Kingdom of Sweden. The Kingdom of Sweden in 1814 acquired Norway, forming a personal union. Population around 2.5 million people, and lost Finland to Russia in 1809. Nearby, the Kingdom of Norway entered the union with Sweden after the Treaty of Kiel. Maintained some authority, but foreign policy was under Sweden rule. Good. Now, let's move to the Eastern Europe, and we're gonna talk about one of the most important powers in Europe back then, Russia, the Russian Empire. Russian Empire was the largest power. After the Napoleonic Wars, population around 50 million people. Well, Russia acquired Finland from Sweden in 1809. Well, we cannot see that here because the map doesn't allow that. And most of the Poland just split under the personal union with Russia in 1809. Russia expanded influence into the Balkans against the Ottoman Empire. Yeah. Good. Well, and controlling most of the rural steppes. Kingdom of Poland. Well, Poland created in 1815 under the Russian crown. So, Poland was created in 1815 under the Russian crown. After the Congress of Poland, the population was around 3 million people. The autonomy of Poland was limited and will later face uprising against Russian control. Next, the Ottoman Empire. Ottoman Empire. Well, still control much of the Balkans, Bulgaria, Serbia, Greece, Macedonia, and Dobrojav. Middle East and Anatolia, population around 25 to 30 million people. Well, was considered the sick man of Europe and already started showing signs of decline. Well, Montenegro, Serbia, Wallachia and Moldavia, let's talk about these states. Well, Montenegro, yeah, Serbia, Montenegro, Wallachia and Moldavia, they were semi-autonomous states under Ottoman suzerainty. Serbia gained autonomy after uprising in 1815. Wallachia and Moldavia will unite in 1859, forming Romania, and in 1875 the Romania initiated the independence war against the Ottomans. But in 1815, Wallachia and Moldavia were separate kingdoms under Ottoman control but with growing Russian influence. The small states now of San Marino and one of the oldest republics in the world survived Napoleonic turmoil. Monaco, the Principate, was restored after Napoleonic Wars under Sardinian protection. Now let's talk about Southern Europe, Kingdom of Sardinia. Included Piedmont, Savoy, Sardinia, and Genoa after they were restored to the House of Savoy. Later will lead the Italian unification. The Papal States were restored after Napoleonic rule and were ruled directly by the Pope. Included Rome, Bologna, Ferrara and the central Italy. The Kingdom of Two Sicilies. In southern Italy, plus Sicily, ruled by the Bourbon dynasty, the population of the Kingdom of Two Sicilies around 7 million people. In terms of political, they adopted the neutrality, but were political unstable, and economically they have based their revenue mostly from agricultural industry. Alright, and I think this is all. I have covered the most important European kingdoms and states back then in 1815. So this is the great, or was the great reset, let's say, after the Napoleonic Wars, Europe in 1815. Thank you very much for watching, and of course, until next time, I wish you all the best. Bye bye. And as the rate of some commanders made the rest of coming to school, and so and as